Whoop, whoop, what's up, you guys? Happy Monday. Hope you're all doing well on this fantastic week. We hanging, we chilling, we kicking it off with some Raw. And it looks like, from what we're hearing, we might see some Jesse Ventura tonight. Yeah, pal. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having your week starting off awesome. We here, we in it, giggity, giggity. Get me Gunther, pal. Might help if I plug in the headset first. Whoop whoop, what's up, you guys? Happy Monday, happy Raw night to you guys. We're here, we're hanging, we're chilling, kicking it off right. First half of the night with Monday Night Raw with the Impact Attack in about an hour and 15. Yeah, pal. Get me Seth Rollins. Yeah, pal. Hope your week is starting off well for you guys. Although we're kicking it off with Seth Rollins, it can't be going all that well. Coming out to the ring with a puffed sleeve referee shirt. Yeah, pal. Okay, I dig how they're kind of playing up the history of special referees at SummerSlam with Shawn Michaels and Jesse Ventura. That's cool. I like that. Plus, with Jesse Ventura very likely appearing on Raw tonight, with it being in St. Paul. Although sadly, unfortunately, St. Paul's been overrun by woke cult. Or I'm sorry, the whole state of Minnesota has been overrun by culture, which is, of course, one of the worst cancers in America right now. Whoop, whoop. Monday Night Rollins, pal.
I'm your host for this evening's events. Oh, that's a zebra print, I believe. This zebra.
Hey, yo, Chico, what's up, Revamped Wrestling? Whoop, whoop. Dude, what's up, Canada Spaceman? That has to be a rib. That has to be something. I mean, even his referee outfit has like puff sleeves, like the torso of a dress, or some sort of ball gown or something. You know what I mean? Whoop whoop.
And we are here tonight to lay out some rules and regulations for that contest. So without further ado, St. Paul, let's bring out these two morons. How about it?
Yeah, pal. Bring them out. Okay, if I'm bringing out Jesse Ventura, I'm bringing him out in the segment where he's in the ring talking with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre to get them over. Yeah, pal. Yeah, but it wasn't over the top where it looked like it was the top half of a dress. Like, I'd call those more loose than puffy.
This place is jam-packed to the gills.
We got Radio McRadio in the face. Whoop, whoop. What's up, Monday Night with the Bros? Yeah, pal. We hanging, we chilling. Whoop, whoop. Let me check something on my main computer here real quick. Sorry, gang.
Highly anticipated. All eyes will be on. CM Punk will join me during the SummerSlam Countdown show is coming Saturday. And it's full of interviews. In which he addresses the reasons he is such a beat with Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, pal. We in here. We chilling. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, pal. We partying in hell together. Whoop, whoop. Giggity, giggity. Pack a little bowl right quick. Smoke at some point. Not sure when, but at some point tonight. And we got plenty of time while these entrances are happening.
Remember, McIntyre injured Punk back at the Royal Rumble. Often Punk an opportunity to finally main event WrestleMania.
Yeah, pal. Got some Melonade tonight, which has always been a fun. It's always been a fun strain for me. I've always enjoyed it. Yeah, pal. Keith Bomb, dude. I still got like some very like minor. Yeah, like I still got some like pieces of like pure THC crystals left over. I gotta smoke those one night on a stream or on a watch along. It's one thing I like to do with the pure THC crystals is I break them up I'm sorry. One thing I like to do with the pure THC crystals is I break them up into like very small pieces and then scoop them up and then spread them across like the top of a bowl. Put a little bit more weed on top of them. Garnish with keef. Hit it. And I'm gone. As I take hits from the bong. There's one time I went to a music festival. I was not expecting Cypress Hill to be like, the best act on the show. They were the best act on the show. They killed it. They were amazing.
You love to call the shots, don't you? You love to think you're in charge of everything. Everything's got to be CM Punk's way. That's not how this is going to work, and it's certainly not how SummerSlam is going to work. Now, look, I didn't have to be the referee for this match. I volunteered because you two idiots scared off any other official back there. But I can go right back there right now, take off this here referee shirt, give it to Adam Pearce, and the whole thing's off.
Yeah, pal, that's a great use for it too.
I want to see
smoke that blunt and just chill and get shit done around the house. Whoop whoop.
Drew McIntyre wants this fight. The people of St. Paul want this fight. And if you want this fight, then I suggest you get your ass back into my ring. Asserting his authority. There he is, the boot-looking offense.
Oh, that sucks, dude. That sucks, man.
I love the fact that you can lord over me, and I have to do what you say, so enjoy it while you can. Seth, don't listen to him. Don't worry about Punk. Just listen to me for a second. You and I, we don't always like each other, but our relationship.
Oh, yeah, way too hard, pal.
We just
With Trent Seven holding me down.
Sometimes you're in ours. We just want what's best for the future of WWE.
Yeah, get me glass tip, pal.
Not what's best for the future of WWE. You said it yourself. He is a cancer. Corporate man Punk and management's here down in NXT, and the kids here poisoning their mind after all of our hard work. The true workhorses. He's gonna screw it all up. Remember that on Saturday. That is the real enemy. You know, Drew, you are an idiot, and you said a lot of things wrong in your life. You are right about one thing, that there is anybody that hates.
And to let you guys know, we will be doing a SummerSlam watch-along on Saturday. It will be a late start watch-along, and we will also be including the scrum afterwards. Hoping we get some good gems out of that one.
It's also me. And so, if you two wouldn't mind shutting up for about 3 seconds, I will get to the rules and regulations for what will be a violent masterpiece at SummerSlam.
Yeah, pal. Take off your clothes and give me a custom match that I paid you for. Yeah, pal. Fruit of the Loom underwear boxer champion. Yeah, pal.
You two will listen to everything I have to say.
I'll put it to you this way: if Princess Peach was refereeing a wrestling match, that's what I would expect the top half of her, referee outfit to look like. What Seth Rollins is wearing.
Maybe there won't be any countouts. I don't know. I might count to 10. I might count to 20. I might count to 1,000,000. Disqualifications. referee's discretion.
Yeah, pal. We'll see you then. Whoop, whoop.
The bottom line is, if either of you two get out of line, you got a problem with what I say or my rules or the way they call my match in my ring. I'm not some little referee that you can just push around. No, I'm a spiteful little bastard, and I will put your head in the dirt. I think you being a referee is a hat on a hat. Based on the way you dress, I'm sure you probably like something like that. I hope you referee way better than you dress. I don't believe you. You're a liar. You're going to be non-biased. You're going to call it down the middle. That's fine. If you plan on screwing me on Saturday, there's nothing I can do about that. I'll deal with you Saturday. One thing I don't want you to do. You hate him. You hate me. I don't want your help at all. I've never needed it. I've never wanted it, and I never want to listen. Punk, I think you're worried about the wrong person right here. You should be worried about the 280-pound man you've been screwed over and over again. I hate you. I can't stand you. I hate you.
We'll see you then, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Manson that's poisoned everyone's mind. And putting these fans that chant your name at me everywhere I go. I can't go to the supermarket without hearing your stupid name shouted at me.
Woo, yeah, pal.
I've spent 7 months saying everything I basically had to say at Royal Rumble. I wanted to rough you up just a little bit, and I tore your tricep. I took you out for 7 months. I wasn't even trying that, man. You screwed me at WrestleMania out the world title. You screwed me in front of my family in Scotland out the
Yep, it's going to be CM Punk and Drew McIntyre with Seth Rollins as the special guest referee.
That bell is your enemy because when it rings, I'm going to violently assault you. I've hurt you already. I'm going to blacken both your eyes. I'm going to break your jaw. This isn't a wrestling match. I know you say you hate him, but I know you get compassion in your soul because he will have to stop that match because I won't stop until your heart does. You want to know? You want to know the best thing about it? It's in Cleveland, it's in a stadium. I'm going to get paid so much money to do something I would do for free. For 10 years, I was absent from this company, and they chanted my name.
That was delicious. Thank you, Internet.
They sing his song, they chant my name. You're the third wheel in this match at SummerSlam. How's that feel, Drew? The one positive about PDS, which is pump derangement syndrome, which you both clearly suffer for, is you get to be in my orbit. You get to breathe the rare air that CM Punk produces. I hope you enjoyed the last 6 months because hurting CM Punk was the best thing to happen to your career. And the worst thing to happen to your career was hurting CM Punk. For all your accomplishments, for everything you have, for how tall you are, for how big you are, for how mean you are, you're stupid. And you continuously dumb yourself out of position. You dumbed yourself out of the world title at WrestleMania. I'm your enemy, but I'm not your worst. You are. And you're constant dumbing yourself out of position. You're going to do the same thing on Saturday because you're stepping in the ring with the best in the world. I'm not as tall as you. I'm not as big as you. I'm probably not as fast as you, but you know what I got? I got heart. You know what I got? I got the people chanting my name.
Now, this is not a bad opening to the show.
What do you
Oh, and he pulls out the bracelet. He's got the bracelet, pal.
no idea what's coming for you. No idea that it was right. It has its right thing and its dog thing on it. It makes the world the fun. Now it becomes personal. It becomes emotional. It becomes physical. Saturday. SummerSlam.
Over or under on the chance we might see AJ Lee at SummerSlam.
This is for Generals. Oh, no. Who did this? Don't, really? Read the writing on the walls, dude. Who do you think did this? Liv, she's having a little pissy fit right now. But you know, the clubhouse, we can rebuild the clubhouse. But Liv, she can't rebuild the damage I'm going to do to her something. Not after this. She's stepping the line way too far. You can replace the chart. No. Why is he still in you? I will end you. Do not.
What the fuck was that shit with the club with Judgment Day? Like, wow, what the fuck, bro? What are they doing to these guys? All right, time for a Toki break. 1 sec, gang. I'm gonna turn my fan back on. Yeah, like, what the fuck, man?
Tomorrow, NXT takes over Sci-Fi for a 2-week special event with a Great American Bash. Oh, here we go. It's a can't-miss party as Roxanne Perez battles Thea Hill for the NXT Women's Championship. Hey, man, feel it for the first time ever. Joe Hendry, live in concert.
Joe Hendry in concert tomorrow night on NXT. Whoop whoop. Yeah, pal.
Hey, babe, don't knock it till you smell it.
Whoop whoop.
One in 3 pet parents has used their pet's name as their password. But delicious Caesar canine cuisine is a better way to show them. Subway offering 20% off any sub, any size. Woo! 20% off sub is fun to see. 20% off sub are fun to eat. You'll love 20% off subs. The point is, any sub, any size. 20% off at Subway.
The pen keeps you drier than ever, so you can say yes to more than ever. Yes! 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 No. Depends. The only thing stronger than us is you. GA, the advanced form of dry age-related macular degeneration.
Yeah, pal.
Reversibly damage your vision. It can progress faster than you think. When GA threatens your eyes, take a stand. Slow GA with Syfovre. Syfovre is an
Oh, 1 sec, guys.
proven to slow
Pull something
damage
up
in
here.
vision
1
growth
sec.
over 2
Sorry.
years, with increasing effect over time. It's the only FDA-approved treatment to slow.
No, don't do that. Fuck.
6 doses per year.
All right, there we go. We back.
Take Syfovre if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye that may include Syfovre can cause serious
Pal.
such as eye infection and retinal detachments, severe inflammation of vessels in the retina, which may result in severe vision loss, wet AMD, eye inflammation, and an increase in eye pressure. Most common side effects are eye discomfort, wet AMD, small specks floating in vision.
Get me Ultimate Warrior face paint to sell a medicine, pal.
Every moment counts. Act now to save GA with Syfovre. Ask your retina specialist about Syfovre.
When the internet said Red Lobster's going away, boy, said not today. Red Lobster's here, boy, and they got 2 flavors. Roasted garlic, new Cajun butter. When you gotta have seafood.
You know what? I might have to hit up Red Lobster. Even if I have to go myself, I need to hit them up just so I can at least get one more taste of them in case they're gone for good.
Get your girls on this summer. Keep moving.
Yeah, pal.
Let me talk to you. So, what do you want to talk about? And then it says August 16th through the 18th in the Big Apple. All weekend long. Bowls, just babies.
So you, yes, you, right there. I need to go to phoneticsfest.com.
So ticket booth. You know where it is. Hey, you know, Pat Cleveland will be the center of the WWE Universe starting this Friday. It all starts from Dixon Priest live at the Door Theater, followed by SummerSlam kickoff at UNO. SmackDown at Baltimore. Fieldhouse, Sami Zayn defense Cleveland matchup a loaded SummerSlam Friday. Now Saturday, The Undertaker's quickly playing one Dead Man show. Backstage to the door in the afternoon, and then SummerSlam coverage begins at 4 p.m. Eastern. Pat and I will be a part of the first hour at Cleveland Brown Stadium, all the way through the SummerSlam Coach Show, all streaming on Peacock.
Where am I? Let me guess. Think so. Hey man, look, I hear what you told me earlier, but I really feel like I should be out in Florida.
No. You need to save yourself for SummerSlam. Look, Gunter, he didn't just insult you. He insulted everyone in here. All right? So will you guys fix up the clubhouse? I'll fix up them. Alone. She wants to take care of Sammy and Jay, yeah?
Sammy and Jay, bro, we handled that. I feel like we're going backwards and we're dealing with issues that we don't need to.
Well, I've been saying this the whole time. Okay, well, listen, if you don't want to handle it, come up to the other two do it. I'll be able to handle it right now.
All right, I got the.
Well, how about this? How about Carlito start with Sami Zayn? You know what to do.
Way ahead of you guys.
What are they doing with this story? What the fuck, man?
Judgment Day being pulled in so many different directions. Meanwhile, Jack Gable with his newest pupils, the Three Brothers. Last week, did try to get Otis to Zawa and Maxine to come back to the fold.
Yeah, pal.
The company turned to hit down to the Three Brothers and Pat Otis and Cesaro, which went out the Wyatt Six, who've been having some problems. How about Uncle Howdy delivering Sister Abigail to the Gable last week? Yeah, Jack Gable got what he deserved last week. I think we'd all say that. But the fact that these Three Brothers trust Master Gable is just one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. On display this weekend. Both of these men kicking some rear end and blood sport. Now I'm trying to do the same to Otis.
So what we got here going on now? Otis and Creed brothers. And Tozawa at ringside. Yeah, pal.
Otis is a weapon, and obviously St. Paul, Minnesota.
Dude, this would be a great spot to bring back Shelton Benjamin.
This one talking about so much raw power, speed, ability. You think it's a damn shame that they're listening to this stuff. Three brothers might have signed their own death certificate, signing up to work with Jack Gable, but double team by the Reeds and Buckman said he bruised into the cover on his.
Alrighty, once let me grab my remote.
You know, this is the Olympics time of year, and I was thinking about being nice to former Olympian Jack Gable, but as soon as you see him and see what he's doing, you can't help but say this guy's a stuff.
Hope that helps a little bit.
Tozawa flying around, being walked by the WWE Universe. How great would it be?
I mean, I think that there is something there with them. It's just what they're doing ain't it. You know what I mean? But at least I think, or what they were doing wasn't it. I think putting them with Gable, I think it would help them. I mean, it's still in the infancy stages. We'll see where it goes. Hey, anytime, pal. It's what we do. Whoop, whoop.
So why don't you act like a good sister and get me some more uploads?
On second thought, I'm gonna be a director. Let's try and see where you go get your offer.
And we got some more like that ones missing.
Ooh, and who's who?
Yeah, no kidding. Dude, I'll put it to this. When it comes to Marco Stunt, I'll put it like this. You know how Marco Stunt got his AEW deal? He happened to be smoking weed with the right person at the right time. I have that on personal authority from people who know. Dude, that's it. Like Little Caesar thin crust is actually pretty delicious. I like their thin crust.
What is this place?
This is our DMVIP vending machine charcuterie. For a great low rate, go with the general. All you can eat riblet, shrimp, and boneless wings are back for just $15.99 at Applebee's.
All right, I'm going to go to Applebee's sometime.
Free pizza. Copper Rewards members buy any large pizza today. Get a free medium one-topping pizza tomorrow. Copper Rewards members get it while it's hot. Better get you some Copper John's.
Drive in the sun, the CRV, and the cool. They're fun to drive, weekend getaway gifts. From Honda, the 2024 Kelly Blue Books KTV.com Best Value Break. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer. Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUV.
Ugh, give me a picture-in-picture, pal. I'm tired of these commercials. You know what I'm saying, pal?
Yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Let's go places with Toyota, pal.
Buy any large pizza today, feel free medium one topping pizza tomorrow. Copper Rewards member, peanut butter top. That's the big cheese on top of jump. The city of light.
Dude, that's actually a pretty nice deal from Papa John's. Any large pizza you buy today will get you a free medium one topping tomorrow. Like you could like yeah, you could cash in on that shit, pal. This is true, Canada, Spaceman. This is very true. Man, I remember how I used to take German in high school, and our German teacher explained to us how, like, TV in Germany or like in Luxembourg. Well, because she was actually like our German teacher was actually from Luxembourg, and Luxembourg speaks German, and she explained to us how, like in Luxembourg, TV there is like the commercials are in like they're in blocks of multiple hours. Like their TV is like structured way different than American TV. Now, again, this is also back in the late 90s, very, very early 2000s. I have no idea how things have changed since then. All right, so this was in the early, like late 90s or very early 2000s when this was explained to me.
The numbers game finally catches up to Otis. And we knew that this how Chad Gable was going to operate. Absolute turn back. Reed brothers now with that double team.
Not been a bad match so far. Oh wow, they actually got him. They actually had him go over with a double team move, like a very basic, like. As far as double teams go, that was a decent, that's a believable double team finish. And they actually went over with it. I like that. I like that finish.
Otis left in a 3-on-1 situation.
Here's what I think. Okay, here's what I think this Gable Otis stuff's going to lead to. It's going to be Gable and Otis at SummerSlam. Wyatt Six get involved to even the odds and help Otis win, and that spins off into the new Gable Creed brothers against the Wyatt Six. Really? I did not know that. That's interesting. All right, so Wyatt Six, pal. Okay, so it looks like it's just Rowan Gacy and Loomis.
Oh my goodness! Gable taking out. The Creed brothers frozen in fear, and the Wyatt 6 and the Creed brothers down.
And we finally got it into the ring. Oh boy. All right, let's see where this goes. Well, so far it looks like the Wyatt 6 are baby faces. Yeah, agreed, Candace Spaceman. This kind of felt like, okay, now we're finally translating this to the ring. So basically now it's kind of like, and then this is just my opinion, my feeling. This is what I'm getting out of it is these are alter egos or something, you know, that they portray. Then when it comes time to get business down in the, get business done in the ring, then it's kind of a little bit of a changeover. Again, we'll see how this is done. We'll see where they go with this. I can't say it was bad. I can't say it was, fantastic. But me personally, it at least hooked me and made me interested to see what comes next. So I would call that mission accomplished. Yes, very smart move keeping the lights low. Very smart move. The production for this has been top notch. Like, one thing you cannot say anything negative about when it comes to this whole Wyatt 6 angle storyline, what they've been doing, the production has been top notch, the best all around.
Well, this changes everything.
Get me Popeyes, pal.
Looking for a smarter way to mop? Try the Slipper Power Mop. An all-in-one cleaning tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. Our cleaning pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips that absorb and lock dirt away. And it has a 360-degree swivel head in those places a regular mop just can't. So you can clean your home faster than ever. But mop harder, mop smarter with the Slipper Power Mop.
Oh my God, I want to be a napkin.
So why don't you act like a good sister and get me some more balloons?
On second thought, I want to be a director. Let's try scenery. Go get your
I guess we're looking at the balloons in this scene.
Ooh, and who do you happen to? Hungry people, call my people.
Whether someone is across the neighborhood, across the street, or across the room, you have the power to make them feel right at home.
Yeah, pal.
Ritz, a taste of love.
Man, Ritz. I've always enjoyed Ritz crackers. Well, my personal favorite has always been the Ritz Minis. I need to get a box of those sometime. I haven't had any in a while. I need to do something about that. Ooh, actually reminds me of something.
20% off sub is fun to see. 20% off subs are fun to eat. You'll love 20% off subs. The point is, any sub, any size. 20% off at Subway.
For nourished, lightweight hair, the right ingredients make all the difference. Herbal Essences Sulfate Free is now packed with plant-based ingredients your hair will love, like pure aloe and camellia flower oil, and none of the things it won't. Hair feels deeply nourished, soft.
Get me natural shampoo, pal.
Plant power you can feel.
I want hair like that.
Essences Sulfate Free.
Next Monday, Raw, Sci-Fi, the epic mashup. It's the first Raw after SummerSlam. It's the action hits Sci-Fi. Next Monday, 8/7 Central, only on Sci-Fi.
How would you describe what we witnessed moments ago with the Wyatt-6? Eerie, freaky, powerful, but also incredibly cool because the group of people that got their asses beat through the whole entire process. Chad Gable was taken out by Mr. Abigail. And then the rest of the Wyatt-6 would turn their attention to the Creed brothers, and we would see destruction. Like this. And we thought that Chad Gable would get away, Pat, but then once again confronted by Uncle.
And again, this is just me and my speculation from what I've seen so far. Like the Wyatt-6 seem to come across as like dark horror vigilantes who have experienced pain. They've experienced loss. They've experienced suffering. So they want to inflict that on those who inflict that on others, if that makes any sense. From what we've seen so far, that's my personal conclusion I've drawn from those characters.
Okay, yeah, don't condemn Sami Zayn, okay? Yeah, and now that you're free tonight, you can personally take care of doing so, right?
I mean, you can video, but I mean,
Look, this is your mess. It's time to clean it up. Wait, and however, you handle Jay alone.
All right, so I guess Rhea Ripley is no yeet.
Nailed it.
Hey, you know what? Credit to Sheamus from like in the amount of time he like got himself back into shape from when he returned to where he is now. Like you could like, yeah, we can criticize the way he was treated since he's been come back, but you cannot criticize the work the man has put into himself. You can only put him over for it. And I give Sheamus all the credit in the world. I just believe the man deserves better. I really do. Get me the big dog, pal. Yeah, like that's kind of the one big thing that's kind of fucked up about that is how do you treat Carlito like the 20 plus year veteran like a entry level street thug or street soldier like Footman? Like that doesn't make any sense at all. The only way this would make sense is if Carlito eventually snaps and turns babyface on him and starts beating the shit out of him. Like you could say, like maybe Carlito's going through a bit of a midlife crisis, again, this is a story I would tell to make this make sense. Carlito's going through a midlife crisis. He's trying to reconnect. He's trying to, be relevant, be hip, be cool. But then he's kind of starting to sink in. Wait a minute. What I'm doing to myself ain't worth this shit. The abuse I'm taking ain't worth this shit. How I'm being treated ain't worth this shit. And eventually he snaps and turns on Judgment Day and goes babyface on him.
Move up the marquee. Renee driving Sheamus spine first at the turnbuckle and then delivers a right hand. Doesn't want to share the spotlight with anyone in WWE. So why are you celebrating Sheamus being around 15 years?
Dude, I saw Bronson Reed would be a great monster heel. Like he's got kind of like a cross between Bam Bam Bigelow and King Kong Bundy. Ooh, that's kind of a tough question. Ooh, here's kind of a swerve, Chris. How about this? Because Aleister Black does kind of an occult, witchcraft thing. Why not have? Here's how if I'm bringing it back to the WWE. Here's what I'm doing. He's going to be the higher. He's going to be the higher power behind Fire and Dawn, the women's tag team champions. And that's not a bad idea either. You start with Black, you start with Fire and Dawn, and then you start adding males to it. Ooh, what about this?
This season, a Metro Canadian
The Final Testament.
that at Metro, new and existing customers are finally being treated the same with Metro Plus. 3 5K phones when you join are best deals when you stay. Only at Metro.
Oh man, you stick with plump, juicy raisin or try something deliciously frosted. That's to really chew on this one. But maybe not so loudly. More delicious ways to brand.
Are you tired of your hair flaking after waiting years for it to grow? New Pantene with more pro-vitamins plus biotin and collagen repairs as well as the leading luxury vitamin brand. Stronger, healthier hair without the $60 price.
Dude, I could definitely see that. You put Aleister Black with the Final Testament, and they go against Wyatt Six.
All you can eat riblet, shrimp, and boneless wings. $15.99 all day, every day at Applebee's.
Because, like in a weird way, the Wyatt Six are kind of like the Crow. Like that just kind of hit me like literally just a few seconds ago. Like the Wyatt Six are kind of like the Crow. Because like while their methods are very, very heelish, they're targeting heels for babyface reasons and babyface motivations.
If Ultomiris is urgent, you should also receive antibiotics with your vaccines before starting Ultomiris. Tell your doctor about all of your medical conditions and medications. Ultomiris can cause reactions such as back pain, tiredness, dizziness, limb discomfort, or bad taste. Ultomiris is moving forward with continuous symptom control. Ask your neurologist about starting Ultomiris. This is me with my family, my kids. Every day, I'm out here working for them. I don't know what Cody Bush is doing in Washington, but she's not helping us here. Bush voted against Biden's infrastructure bill, one of only 6 Democrats to do so. She voted no on the bill that has put thousands of us to work here in St. Louis. She fights with Biden. She votes against our jobs.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I've had enough of Cody Bush. She did not deliver for St. Louis.
Or at least haven't passed to the Wyatt Six as a whole since, Bray's not here anymore for him to do it to.
Wednesday on and sci-fi. Random areas over when they're losing power.
Are you saying the electricity intentionally attached?
Like maybe you have something where something where the Wyatt Six are like wildly successful on a pay-per-view, and while they're celebrating, all of a sudden the gong hits, Undertaker walks out, and he drops his knee and drops to the knee and does the thing to him.
Crowd has been fantastic. Oh, this fight has been physical. Yeah, Reed again looking to establish himself here at WWE. Like to knock off a former four-time world champion.
And honestly, that would actually work. He could come out either as the Undertaker or as Mark Calloway. It like in a weird way, it would work either way.
I was watching some archery the other day in the Olympics. And the precision they had with the arrows, the precision that Sheamus had with his patella, which is also known as his kneecap.
Yeah, I remember that. I do, but
Put the 330-pounder up on his shoulders. Reed, though,
I mean, unfortunately, with circumstances beyond everyone's control, that unfortunately, I'd say the torch is in limbo right now. Like, while it did get kind of passed to him, circumstances, things happen to kind of put the status of that torch in limbo. And if they did something where it's kind of like, okay, the Undertaker retrieved it and then passed it on to the Wyatt Six to kind of complete what they were attempting, I could see that working.
thought that was going to be three. Sheamus kicks out.
Right, and Chris, that would be the perfect cinematic match to do. Neither man would have to take a bump, and you could have one of the most compelling, entertaining matches of all time. All right, Radio McRadio Face, take care, man. Whoop whoop. Man, unfortunately, no NXT tomorrow night. I have to work, but like last week, I ended up being sick and having to call off work and was available to do it. So who knows what might happen. But, as we're speaking right now, there are no plans to do an NXT watch-along tomorrow night, but we will be back on Wednesday for the AEW watch-along after the A show airs. So we'll hope to see you then. Whoop, whoop. Take care, man.
These Celtic Warrior workouts obviously working. White noise to 360-pound plus big person Reed. And Sheamus cannot believe that Reed was able to kick out as this match continued. Here tonight on Sci-Fi, and of course, next Monday night, the Raw for SummerSlam.
Yeah, I have to wear pants, pal, because if I show up to somebody's house delivering pizza with no pants on, I might get the cops calling me, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Sheamus measuring his hands.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed, Chris. And they should only be in the ring in extremely, extremely rare occasions. Like, I think it still has to get into the ring somehow, but when it does, it should be only for rare occasions, like for blood feud blow-offs and major title matches. That's really about it.
Lately, too, and the irony obviously from Big John.
All right, so when does Finley get involved in this feud? You got Pete Dunne hitting Sheamus with a shillelagh. When do we see Finley get involved in this? Yeah, for sure. Like the Wyatt Six, like competing in the ring, that should be a rare attraction that makes you go, "Oh shit, I got to tune in to see this." And you can't really achieve that if you have them in the ring every week. Like that's like an extremely rare occasion, or should only happen on like pay-per-view.
Certainly is. He doesn't mind if he starts walking up with a shillelagh and rocking out his business. He got a dog and he's excited about it. What's up, Pete Dunne? Nonetheless, we head towards Saturday SummerSlam when the World Heavyweight Championship is going to be on the line. The champ Damien Priest with a busy weekend. It all starts on Friday for the World Champ Damien Priest. It is Damien Priest live with a special appearance for Rhea Ripley at the Airport in Cleveland on Friday, August 2nd. 12 noon. Not too late. Use the tickets at WWE.com/events. It's at Rosenberg. That's it. Dominic Mysterio as well. Meanwhile, last week on Monday Night Raw, Gunther confronted Priest and once again made it personal. And the ring on judges all of you collectively as street trash.
Here's a finish I'm predicting for SummerSlam with Gunther and Priest. I think Gunther goes over after somebody, whether it's Dominic or Balor, screws over Damien, which officially turns Damien babyface. Whoop whoop! We got Don the Hedge Rat with us. Good to see you, pal. How you doing? Whoop whoop. We hanging, we chilling.
There's been a lot of talk about my past. How I was raised, how I lived on the street. And all this talk is coming from the one guy who has no understanding, has no idea of what that's like. Here's a guy, Gunther, that grew up with, here you go. You want the best training facility, the best training team? Here you go. How about a group of people to tell you how great you are? Here you go. But what he doesn't have is what could not be handed to him. No tiene corazón. Now, Gunther, you call me street trash?
You know what that reminds me of, Canada Spaceman? Did you ever see the episode of The Simpsons where Bart broke his leg? Hey, Bart, your epidermis is showing. My what? What? Falls off the treehouse. And then Nelson's in the pool explaining what an epidermis is. You see, epidermis is actually your skin. So technically, I'm telling the truth. And then Bart falls and hits the ground. Excuse me a moment. Looks over at Bart, like writhing in pain. And then Milhouse goes, Nelson, I think he's really hurt. And then Nelson goes, I said ha ha. That was one of my favorite Simpsons bits. Let me look that up real quick for you so you know what episode that is to go look up, because that was a fantastic episode. Like, dude, that was one of the best. I thought that was one of their best episodes.
you're supposed to eat. You were eating what you weren't supposed to eat.
Okay, it was season 6, episode 1, Bart of Darkness. Originally aired September 4th, 1994. Dude, that was one of the best, like, self-aware jokes I ever heard, Sonic the Hedgehog. Nelson, I think it's really hurt. Well, I said ha ha. Oh man. Yeah, I totally understand Canada Spaceman, but when you go to like those early late 90s Simpsons, dude, those were so great. Those were so awesome.
Enjoy juicy blackberry, zesty lemon, or ripe raspberry without any artificial flavors. Shirley Iced Tea, real variety, real brew.
Yeah, that episode was the very first episode of season 6. Called Bart of Darkness, aired on September 4th, 1994. Chalkboard gag was beans are neither fruit nor musical. Couch gag. The Simpsons sit down in midair. The couch builds itself on top of the family and makes them fall.
Twist on it? Fine. Cream on the right, we're in.
Oreo, stay playful.
Dude, now I wanna dude, that Homer head right there, that is actually season 6 on DVD of The Simpsons. Right there, that Homer head. I might have to throw that on after Impact Attack tonight.
What are we doing?
It's not delivery. It's Deadpool. Sorry, it's DeShorna. It's Deadpool and DeShorna.
When the internet said Red Lobster's going away, boy, Flavor Flav said, not today. Brand Fest is here, boy, and they got 2 flavors, broccoli garlic and new Cajun butter. When you gotta have seafood, you gotta have Red Lobster.
Ladies, discover the Ozempic Trisem. I got the power of
Get me Ozempic, pal.
CV risk and lost some weight. In studies, the majority of people reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it. I'm under 7. Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as stroke, heart attack, or death in adults also with known heart disease. I'm lowering my risk. Adults lost up to 14 pounds.
I lost some weight.
Ozempic isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take Ozempic if you or your family ever had medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine.
Dude, do you have one too, Canada Spaceman? That's awesome. Yeah, because that was the same season that came where the finale was the cliffhanger of Who Shot Mr. Burns.
Nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Living with type 2 diabetes?
That's not the pound 3 with Ozempic. Okay. La 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 la. No 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 no. Fruit Loops fine. The Bluetooth die.
Dude, I will say this about that finale for The Simpsons. That was one of the best. That was one of the 20. Who Shot Mr. Burns was one of the 25 best season finales of any television show in television history. I would definitely put that in my top 25 of best season finales. The fact that they actually shot multiple, they actually animated and shot multiple endings for that so it wouldn't get leaked.
I don't even dislike Sands. He's at the top of his game, the top of his profession. Stand-up comedy. He had money in the bank. I didn't take him seriously. I thought it was like a stand-up comedy. I put my hands behind.
Bro, dude, Canada Spaceman.
You know what that's on me? Looking to stand.
Keep the hard drives. Absolutely keep the hard drives. And keep the DVDs. Keep the DVDs. But if you find, the only thing I would say is, if you find yourself in a situation where you desperately need the money for yourself and your family, then yes, it's okay to sell the DVDs as long as you keep those hard drives. In my opinion, those hard drives are just as good as the DVDs. It's still the original content, and you still have the physical copy of it.
Hungry, training like a dog, redefining the words. Be on full display this Saturday at SummerSlam. The joke is on you. The Intercontinental Championship will be on me.
Man, I really think they could have done a better job of building towards Braun and Sammy. Like Braun's a good up and coming superstar to take it off of Sammy, but he shouldn't have lost to him like at the last pay-per-view before this one. Like that kind of stunted him a lot. At least they've tried to rebuild him since then. Now, as far as the quality of that effort goes, it's certainly debatable. All right, since we're going to go ahead and this match is going to get started, we got about 17, 15 minutes to go until Impact Attack. We're going to go ahead and end it there for tonight. And the Raw Watch-Along here. We'll reconvene in 16, 17 minutes for the Impact Attack. Hope to catch you guys then. Much love to you guys. Whoop, whoop. And I do have a punching up readily available. And we'll see you again. Giggity, giggity, whoop, whoop. Yeah, pal. We'll see you then. Meatballs are delicious, especially fresh cooked meatballs. Yeah, pal. Give me them meatballs.